Okay, so everyone's talking about AGI, right? Artificial General Intelligence. But like what we're really diving into today is this someone who's saying they're way closer to actually like achieving it than anyone else.
Srinidhi Ranganathan.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, just to be clear, this isn't just some tech person, Ranganathan's been called human AI, which is, a lot to live up to. This is someone with a background in digital marketing, tons of publications. We're talking books, papers, even online courses. So this is clearly someone who's been thinking about this like really deeply for a long time.
And what's really interesting here is that he's not just trying to build AGI just because, like it's some trophy or something.
Right.
His big focus is he wants to use AGI to basically propel India to the forefront of the global economy.
Oh, wow. That's a big goal. So how's he going to do that?
Well, that's where this project comes in, the one everyone's talking about. Superintelligent 3.0.
Okay, yeah. This is the big one. So what is it?
All right, so what he's claiming is that Superintelligent 3.0, it can control not just like one AI, but millions of them, all working together.
Whoa, hold on. Millions. Like at the same time.
Yeah, potentially even robots in the real world, like actually doing stuff.
Okay, so we're not talking about like an AI that writes you a poem or plays chess, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about something that can manage a whole network of intelligent machines.
Exactly. And get this, Ranganathan himself, he compares it to like the Wright brothers and their first flight. Yeah, like this is just the beginning, a tiny glimpse of something that could totally change how we interact with technology,
Okay, but comparing it to the Wright brothers almost feels like, I don't know, too small when you hear the rumors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, rumors, they get a little crazy, right?
Right.
But still, Ranganathan's saying some pretty bold stuff here. He's basically saying that with Superintelligence 3.0, it'll be able to solve like huge problems. Those massive challenges that like humans haven't been able to figure out for like forever.
So like what? Climate change, poverty, like global health stuff. He's saying this system can actually tackle that.
That's what he's saying, yeah.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, when you start asking like how Superintelligence 3.0 is going to pull all this off, that's where the details get kind of vague.
Right.
The article mentioned something about breakthroughs in quantum computing and neuroscience, but it doesn't really give you anything solid. You know what I mean?
Okay, so it's kind of like a just trust me on this one kind of deal.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. But like, let's just say for a second that he's right.
Yeah.
Let's say Superintelligence 3.0 can do everything he claims it can. What would that look like in the real world?
Well, the way Ranganathan describes it, it's like this world where humans and AGI are like actually working together, like a true partnership.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like imagine a future where you've got AI constantly analyzing tons of data, finding all these problems and coming up with solutions that we just never even see. Like our human brains, they're kind of limited, right?
Yeah, totally. So it's like we have this super intelligent partner just kind of always there in the background, making our lives better, solving all the really hard stuff.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. But I think the important thing here is this whole partnership thing. It's not about replacing humans, right? It's about making us better at what we do.
Right, okay.
Like Ranganathan's argument is that AGI, it'll free us up from all that boring, mundane stuff, all those tasks we don't even want to be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So then we can actually focus on like the big stuff, creativity, innovation, stuff that really matters.
Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty great. But it also kind of makes you think, if AI is handling all the heavy lifting, if it's solving all the problems, what's left for us? Like, what's our role in this super high-tech future?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, right? And it's actually something Ranganathan talks about a lot. He's not shying away from it at all. See, he's saying that AGI, it's not about humans becoming obsolete. It's about us evolving.
Evolving? What does that even mean, like practically speaking?
Well, he's talking about rethinking our relationship with work, with knowledge, with even each other. Like, it's about adapting to a world where, yeah, artificial intelligence is a huge part of our lives, but it's actually enhancing what we can do intellectually.
So it's not even really about the technology at that point. It's about how we choose to use it as a society.
Exactly.
And what it means for the future.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot to take in, right? Like this whole thing with Superintelligence 3.0, this system that's supposed to be able to, control millions of AIs?
Millions, yeah.
It sounds like, I don't know, like something out of a movie,
Yeah.
Is any of this even like actually possible?
Yeah, I think that's the big question here, right? I mean, even the article we read, it admits that there are a lot of people who are like really skeptical about all this.
Right.
Some experts are saying, he's getting a little carried away, that this whole like true AGI thing, the kind he keeps describing, it could be like decades away.
Right.
Or even like centuries, who knows?
Okay, so then where does that leave us? Like, do we just forget about all of this? Just chalk it up to hype and wishful thinking?
I don't think so, no. See, whether or not Sun Intelligence 3.0 actually like works the way he says it's going to work, the important thing is that it's making us think about stuff, like big questions about the future of AI.
Okay, yeah, like what kinds of questions?
Like, let's just say for a second that a system like this did exist, right? That it was real.
Okay.
What would that actually mean? Like, how would that change things? And not just for India's economy, but like the whole world.
That's true, yeah. It makes you think about like who's really in control, right?
Yeah.
And what about like global inequality?
Yeah.
Would this make things better or worse? I mean, it's kind of scary to even think about, to be honest.
Definitely. And then there's the whole question of like, what does work even look like in a world with this kind of technology? It's like, those are the conversations we need to be having now, like today, not 20 years from now.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
It doesn't even matter who gets to AGI first, Just the fact that Ranganathan's out there doing this, talking about it, it's a good reminder that we got to pay attention. Like, we can't just sit back and let all this happen to us,
Absolutely. So I guess what we're really trying to say is this whole deep dive, it wasn't just about one guy and his big ideas about AGI. It was about getting everyone listening to really think critically about this stuff, like about the future that we're all building together, whether we realize it or not.
Totally. We got to be informed. We got to be talking about the stuff, the good and the bad. And we got to figure out how to make sure that all this incredible technology actually lines up with our values.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a lot for sure. But I mean, that's kind of the whole point of these deep dives, isn't it? To really dig into these big topics and hopefully leave you with even more to think about than you started with.
Exactly. And hey, who knows? Maybe someone listening right now, maybe they're the one who's going to figure all this out, right?
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
Shape the future of AI.
That's right. And on that note, we're going to let you go and ponder all the possibilities. Until next time, everybody, keep asking those questions and stay curious.